Today's 718 data come here to share us to learn. I'm learning how does it support your dreams, your goals, allow you to become the person that you want to become. Today I speak about family again, and I want to focus on time management. Time management in family. Because of course we're able to have a healthy time management and unhealthy time management. That means that, of course, it could be time management is important in personal life, in family life, in everywhere in life. And a lot of times people are amazing in time management at work, but for some reason people forget that in family is like a business as well. We need to have that time management. So today we'll share 10 things that we need to consider to understand that the time management in family is healthy as well. Because it's very, very important to maximize the time in family as well. Because family time is important. The more you have it, the better you use it, the more energy you will have. So let's get started. So first is family calendar. That means that we need to have a calendar where we book things in. Now, how many times you book in your calendar for your personal life? A lot of times people do that, but for family, for some reason, let's do it later. Let's do that in a week. Let's do that. And people do not book in a calendar, and a lot of times things doesn't happen. And I love that when you book in a calendar, you know that it will happen. So really having that family calendar and really looking how you can book together in a calendar the things that is important for a family is essential to really make things happen. Number 2 is prioritization. Prioritize the things that matters for family. Prioritize the activities of the family. Prioritize all the things that you said is important for you as a family unit, because it's very important to prioritize. Now, like if a person says that my family is number 1 in my values, but do you show that with your actions? Do you prioritize your family? Because one thing is telling that your value is family. Other thing is taking action and prioritizing. So the prioritization for some activities with your family is essential for the time management. Number 3 is set routines. Set routines. That means that you are able to have routines in place to really spend time with your family. It could be even eating dinner, eating lunch and breakfast, maybe exercising, maybe game nights, some kind of routines that you're able to do on a consistent basis. And you don't need to think about it. You don't need to ask questions about it. But you're able to show up as a family and really do those things that really connects and bonds the family. So set routines that really allow us to bond the family even more. Number 4 is effective planning. Effective planning. Now, every single person has their life. And that means that life is in their way a lot of times. So being able to sit down and plan a month in advance for the family, that means, of course, will allow to really make sure that everyone is showing up for important dates. So that means being able to say that, okay, this is what will happen for this month for me, and who wanted to join my most important events. And you're able to look into whose events you want to attend. Because everyone has some important dates for the family, maybe important for themselves. And if the family is able to join and participate, that is effective planning. Planning is essential that we can move things around to make sure that we're able to support each other. Number 5 is quality time. Quality time. So that means that we're able to book a time, quality time, just spending time with each other, and that's it. Because if we don't book, very similar to really family calendar, we need to book that quality time. Find a time that you're able to have that quality time without phones, without anything, without work. Because a lot of time I know that people meet and they think about family members meet and they think about work, they think about problems, they have about thinking about the future, think about the past, and they really don't allow themselves to be fully present. Because quality time is being present. Because a lot, of course, I understand that quality time means different things to different people, but one thing is always the same. Quality time, it could be only when people are present. So it means that they always think just about family, just about this time and this time only. And if there's some kind of problems going on, I still believe that you need to be full present. So, okay, well, let's have that half an hour, 1 hour, amazing quality time with your family. Build your energy up, and then all the problems will be easier to deal with. At work as well, because you become much more productive. Number 6 is task delegation. task delegation. That means that every single person is busy. We need to understand that in family needs to be task delegation. So that means that, like, okay, let's plan who will do what, that everyone could have enough work and not too much as well. So some kind of chores at home that could be managed as a whole family unit, not by one person, but really as a whole family unit. So that's the task delegation is very important regarding home chores, regarding the planning, regarding the future events and everything in between, that they're able to really understand that this is family unit. So every single person needs to participate to make sure that the family unit moving forward. Number 7 is limiting screen time. Limiting screen time. That means every screen time, the more you spend screen time with the phones, tablets, laptop, the less time you have with your family. Now, I understand that screen time is important for work, for business, and I don't speak about it. But I see that when a lot of times people after work, after business, after all the things, they still spend time with the laptop. They still spend time with the phone, even though they do not need it. And why is that? A lot of time is going back to the planning, back to understanding of their time management and quality time. Because when you understand your time and where that time goes, you don't need to kill that time anymore, because you know exactly what to do and you're able to pursue more time, maybe for building your future or spending more time with your family. Number 8 is time for self-care. Time for self-care. So that means that family time is very, very important. But at the same time, every single family needs to really book and to really reflect on how we able to really invest in ourselves, because you're not able to spend 100% time with family. That means that we need to spend some time by ourselves to reflect, to improve, get better, and exercise and do the self-care by ourselves as well. Because life is individual and family is a group of individuals. So that means still we need to do something self-care, especially by ourselves. But of course, we're able to do some fitness and some self-care with family as well. But just it will be that additional that allows to energize and even easier to exercise, even easier to do self-care. But again, you need to find the time for your self-care by itself as well. Number 9 is work-life balance. Work-life balance. That means that when you work, when you live. But don't mix those together. So that means that when you are with your family, don't think about the work. And when you're at work, don't think about your family, because you didn't spend enough time with your family. So that means that work-life balance is not how much time you spend with at work or with your family. But most important is like how well you give yourself productive time when you're doing those things. Sometimes giving 1 hour productive present time is much more important than having 5 hours but not being present. So sometimes if it's required to work 1 extra hour at work and reduce 1 hour with your family, but you finish and you don't have anything in your mind to think about. Sometimes it does better, because now those how many hours you have with your family will be much more productive, because being present is one of the important things. So work-life balance is not about how much time you give, more about the being able to be fully present and enjoy the moment. And the last one, number 10, is being flexible. So flexibility, that means that family a lot of times contains 4 people, 5 people. Some days, of course, there's huge families that have like 10 and even more. So that means we need to be flexible, because situation changes, times changes, everything changes. So we able to adapt, change, and being say, okay, if something changes, I'm okay to adapt, to improve. If something changes, let's say, oh, like we agreed on that. No, like of course, if something changes constantly, of course we're able to have open communication. Why is that? But if it's just once in a while, of course you don't need to say, oh, like we changed, I already planned. No, like we're able to say, I will look what I'm able to do to really work through. So that means we're able to discuss, really prioritize, schedule, plan, put in a calendar, and really maximize the time. Because I always say that family unit is very important, very, very important. The more you have time with your family, when the time with your family energizes you, the more you want time, the more you spend time with your family, the more it energizes you, the more energy you have to pursue multiple things in your life. Because family support unit, energizing unit, and I think that it's very, very important to really master time management in family, not just at work, but in family. And if you master time management and at family level, it will be much easier to master time management in other parts of our life as well. So I hope you choose to win, and see you tomorrow.